Good evening, everyone. Today is the 20th of May, and here are some of the major headlines from the US markets. The crypto community is once again divided on how to digest the latest Bitcoin crash, with the digital currency falling as much as 30% at one point on Wednesday to as low as $30,000. Some are attributing the crash to China's crackdown on crypto transaction, Tesla's recent decision to stop vehicle purchases with crypto, and JP Morgan citing moves by institutional investors that have swapped their Bitcoin positions for gold. The bulls have a positive future outlook. For investors that are thinking long term, this is actually a great opportunity to buy at prices you may not see for a while, said Delano of New Street Advisors. Seeing these big drops is common, further explained Ganesh Swamy, CEO of blockchain data provider Covalent. The last time we saw a bull run, Bitcoin dropped at least half a dozen times by 20-30% before it went to then all-time high. The bears on the other end have a different outlook. The high volatility of cryptos make them an unreliable store of value. Weekly moves of around more than 10% in Bitcoin are common. In the week to 14 May, Bitcoin fell 24%, which would be a high level of volatility for a small cap stock, let alone a currency, wrote Mark Havel, CIO of UBS Global Wealth Management. The sell-off in high-flying assets like growth stock and crypto continues to extend to a broader market, with the US stock index futures falling overnight by 0.6%. While the major averages paired big early session losses on Wednesday, they still registered a third straight day of decline as cryptocurrency-linked shares plunged. In fact, the Nasdaq Composite Index is off by more than 5% over the last few weeks, on pace for its worst monthly performance since September 2020. Yesterday's session also raised doubts about the prospects of a commodity supercycle. Silver, copper, oil, and soybeans all traded to the downside amid growing fears about inflation, as well as risk off mindset among traders. There's further concern about the resilience of demand in China, where officials are trying to tamper prices after sounding off about the cost of raw materials. On the tap for today, Kohl's, Ralph Lauren, Ross Stores, and Petco released quarterly results in the latest view of retail earnings. The latest weekly jobless claims number will also be released, providing an insight into the labor market recovery. New claims for unemployment benefits are forecasted at 450,000 for the week ending May 15, continuing a steady decline from 473,000 figures seen in the prior week. Ford showed off its new electric F-150 Lightning model during a live event last night after giving President Biden a sneak preview on Tuesday. Pricing for the vehicle will range from about $39,974 for a work truck version to $52,974 for a consumer version that will run all way up to $90,000 for a fully loaded model. Tax credit will also be applied on the electronic vehicles purchase. The automaker expects to produce 40,000 electric F-150s or more when production ramps up in 2023. Crucially for investors, Ford anticipates the new electric F-150 Lightning pickup will be more profitable when it arrives at the US dealerships next year. Online reservations are available with $100 deposit. During the previous session, Ford also warned on production cuts due to global chip shortage and caught a new analyst upgrade. Oatly priced its highly anticipated IPO at the top range of $17 per share late on Wednesday, valuing the firm at more than $10 billion. The plan calls for the stock to begin trading this morning on Nasdaq under ticker symbol OTLY after raising $1.43 billion in the offering. The Swedish based company produces a variety of vegan foods with oats, including milk, yogurt, and spreadable cheese, and its products are available in more than 20 countries. Revenue more than doubled last year to hit $421.4 million, though its net loss widened to $60.4 million as it spent heavily on product development, new factories, and marketing. Oatly counts TV legend Winfrey among its pre-IPO investors, along with rapper Jay-Z, actress Natalie Portman, and former Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz. Institutional backers include Blackstone Group and others. The celebrity involvement has attracted lots of attention to the IPO. Burger King is storming into new market with the China's with new chicken item to be added to the menu in June. Popeyes, a sister chain that also owned by restaurant brands, started the range back in August 2019 with a blockbuster chicken sandwich that sold out in 2 weeks. The popularity of the item resulted in double-digit sales growth for Popeyes quarter after quarter, while similar successes were attempted by McDonald's, KFC, and Wendy's. All the competition in the fast food market with chicken sandwiches is seen as a positive by some analysts for Tyson Foods and Pilgrim's Pride. In fact, one of the reasons it took Burger King so long to roll out the sandwiches was due to limited chicken supply. We have used the time to lock up our supply chain, said Ellie Doughty, Chief Marketing Officer for Burger King North America. We feel confident in our ability to supply our launches. Few other important headlines. Colonial Pipeline CEO explains why he paid $4.4 million ransom to the hackers. Web hosting firm Squarespace sinks after direct listing. Apple made over $100 million off of Fortnite. Epic Games made $700 million. ByteDance CEO steps down as China cracks down on sector. Plug Power receives expected Nasdaq notice for non-compliance. ARK investors buy more Coinbase on rough day for crypto. BP, which is a British multinational oil and gas company, sees growing investors' interest in energy and transition strategy. Some of the Wednesday's key earnings: Cisco down by 5.6% after our posting a light profitability forecast. JD.com up by 1.2%, continuing pandemic momentum. L Brands down by 1.7% after hours, prepping for a small business split in August. Lowe's down by 1.1% as report lacks specific guidance. Target up by 6.1% on sizzling sales, market share. TJX companies down by 5.3%, warning on an uncertain environment. Today's world market updates. In Asia, Japan up by 0.2%, Hong Kong down by 0.7%, China down by 0.1%, and India down by 0.7%. In Europe at midday, London flat, Paris up by 0.6%, and Frankfurt up by 0.5%. In the futures market, Dow down by 0.6%, S&P and Nasdaq also down by 0.6%. Crude down by 1.5% to $62.43. Gold down by 0.8% at $1,867.02. Bitcoin up by 0.8% to $39,748, and 10-year Treasury yield down by 2 basis points to 1.66%. Today's economic calendar includes at 8:30 initial jobless claims, again at 8:30 Philly Fed business outlook, at 10 leading indicators, at 10 again quarterly services report, at 10:30 EIA natural gas inventory, at 4:30 p.m. Fed balance sheet, and at 6:05 p.m. Fed's Kaplan speech. That's all for today's updates. Sign up for a zero-fee account on Kompound to start globally investing today. It can help you diversify, hedge, and build a truly global portfolio which can give you higher returns in the long term as the winner keeps rotating. A Compound has an easy onboarding process, no account minimums, and investors can invest in fractional stocks. Investors get to choose from over 3,500 US stocks, global companies, and worldwide ETFs. Join the official Telegram channel of Compound to get daily US and global market updates. All the links in the description below. Thank you.